It's January 9th, 2026, and you're telling yourself this is finally the year you scale your prop firm accounts to 6 figures and start pulling consistent profitability. But here's the brutal truth. By March, 90% of traders who are telling themselves that will end up broke, tilted, and back at ground zero, having failed many funded challenge accounts. The ones quietly hitting $10, $20, even $50,000 plus in monthly payouts, they didn't necessarily find a magic bullet strategy. But what they did do is they rewired their trading psychology. They created tighter internal rules. They created a zero tilt protocol and made real changes to their psychology that guarantees consistency this year. And right now in this video, I'm gonna hand you a 5-step system to help you rewire your trading psychology heading into 2026 so you can be part of the 10% of traders who are gonna crush it this year. Now, step 1 to rewire your trading psychology in 2026 and start hitting consistent payouts so you can make this year a 6-figure payout year is you want to audit your current inner wiring. You want to understand and you want to review your previous trading year. Go through 2025 and go through your results and identify what certain things triggered you in the markets. Maybe it was 2 losses in a row or 3 trading losses in a row. And in that state, you went on tilt, you overtraded, you revenge traded, and you end up spiraling. Or maybe it was 3 wins in a row. And you know when you have 3 wins in a row now, you get a bit overconfident, you deviate from your trading plan, and you start forcing ideas onto the market, which lead to poor trades and ultimately blowing up. Maybe you find yourself being triggered by losing funded challenges. Or maybe you find yourself getting triggered when you get into phase 2 of a funding challenge. Or maybe you get triggered when you pass your funding challenge and finally have funding under your belt. What 90% of traders never do is they never build up self-awareness of what certain patterns they're repeating. And these patterns stay unconscious, they never see them, they never look at them, they never bring them to light, and these unconscious patterns keep them self-sabotaging as a trader. So what I want you to do after this video is I want you to review your 2025 results. Find the unconscious patterns that you continue to repeat that are ruining your trading results. And as you go through executing in 2026, I want you to be keeping a trigger journal, a journal that helps you bring to light the certain things that trigger you as a trader, so you can put the necessary processes in place to address them. Now, step 2 is rewiring trading from an outcome-based idea to a process-based idea. I use the analogy sometimes that traders are trying to win on every individual trade, and all they're focused on is the outcome of each individual trade. And I use the analogy of trying to grip a toad and hold on to a toad. The tighter you grip that toad, the more it's going to inevitably slip out of your hands. The more you try and take profits on each individual trade, the more painful losses you're going to find yourself attracting. The traders who are addicted to winning each individual trade are those that get the most painful losses and they get stuck in the inevitable boom and bust cycle. Whereas those traders who finally give up trying to win all the time and they, in a sense, give in to their trading process, they clearly define their edge, they put that into a mechanical trading plan, and then they take on this carefree attitude where now they don't care about the outcome of the individual trade. What they truly care about most is consistently sticking to their trading plan and trading process. Those are the traders who ironically end up getting the best results because they're not so rigid on each individual trade. They're not so uptight and tense trying to take a win on every individual trade. But now, rather, what they do is they are relaxed and they can go into each individual trade just checking simply, does this trade align with my plan? If it does, they take it. And they don't have to put all this pressure on themselves to have to win each individual trade. Rather, they've accepted both potential outcomes of the trade. It could either be a win or a loss, but they don't care about either outcome because what they truly care about right now is consistently adhering to their process. And now part of this is being able to have a proper risk management system behind you to ensure that you don't go into each individual trade risking so much that you're attached to the individual outcome of that trade. So make sure when you have a look at your rules, you have a risk management approach that means you're not risking more than 1% of your total account size on each individual trade. And this just frees you to be able to trade, not worrying about what the outcome of that trade is going to be, but rather trading from a state of, I'm going to take 100 trades and I'm going to focus on sticking to my trading plan on each of these 100 trades and then see what type of a result the market gives you. Now, step number 3 is building an anti-tilt protocol. What you might find when you go through and you do your review and your self-analysis of what certain things triggered you, there were certain situations in the market that had an emotional trigger that threw you on a little bit of a spiral. And if somehow you're immune to those particular triggers, your results will look very different to what they currently do. Meaning that you know how to stick to your trading plan until you get triggered. And if you could just manage those triggers and you could manage going on tilt, your results would look very different. So there are certain times in the market that are kind of hotspots, and there are very important times to be acutely aware of your triggers and have processes in place to manage those triggers. The first time is just before you trade, having some sort of a pre-trade routine where you can check in to see how you feel and what state you're in, whether you're in an elevated state or in a calm, poised state, and to be able to check in how you're feeling and what type of a decision you're going to make. Having some sort of a pre-trade routine is crucial. And then after every trade, whether it's a win or a loss, having some sort of a post-trade routine, again, to check in whether you're in a state of tilt, either elevated positively after a win or de-elevated negatively after a loss, and have processes in place to be able to manage and reset your psychology. Your pre and post mindset are crucial times to be more self-aware and have mindset tools and processes in place to be able to manage your psychology and have some sort of a anti-tilt protocol put in those situations. I have a free Bulletproof Your Trading Mindset 2.0 tool, which I give to every single one of my traders to help them use before every trade to manage tilt and to remove tilt. So if you don't already have that, go into the link in the description below and download it. It's completely free. Now, it's also crucial to have anti-tilt protocols in place when you're going through phase 1 and phase 2 of your funding challenges, and then anti-tilt protocols in place once you've passed your funding challenge or once you've failed a funding challenge. These are crucial hot times in the market to be more self-aware and have processes and tools in place to be able to manage your psychology and to manage the emotional consequence that come as a result of these particular events. Now, everybody is different, but there are certain things that work for most traders. For example, that Bulletproof Your Trading Mindset tool is a great tool to be using to manage your emotional state. But then there are other things you can do, like having built-in cutoffs for your trading days, knowing how many trades you're going to take per day and having that as a hard limit. Maybe you set yourself 3 trades per day, or maybe you have a certain risk parameter per day, how much risk you're allowed to use per trading day. Maybe that's 2 or 3% of your total account size. And then you can have certain things where you go for a walk, or you completely turn off the computer, or you go and speak to your trading psychology coach or your trading accountability partner to check in and let them know. There are certain tools and things you can build in at the start of 2026 to stop you from going off tilt, on tilt, and undoing a lot of the hard work you've already put in. Now, step 4 is having an identity upgrade. If you want to be the trader who pulls $100,000 in payouts a year, you have to act like the trader that does that. And really, there's a lot of times this identity gap and this internal conflict where traders are trying to convince themselves that they're a trader that pulls $100,000 per month, but the way they live, the way they act, the way they speak shows all the signs that they're incongruent with that goal. And one thing I suggest to all my traders is, firstly, they go into their physical space, into their home, into their bedroom, into their wardrobe, and they start culling things that don't make them feel like a trader who would make six figures a year. Whether that's getting rid of old clothes or old things in your apartment and in your home, and rejuvenating your space and doing a literal physical transformation, whether that means going and getting a haircut or going and doing some sort of grooming or getting a new set of clothes or whatever it may be to make you feel like $1 million. And really, you don't want to be wearing anything or having anything or owning anything that doesn't make you feel like $1 million. Then the way you speak, the way you interact with people needs to shift. The way you act needs to shift. There are many traders who say, I want to be making $100,000 per year, but then what they do is they go out and party every night. They go and drink. They don't work out. They don't take care of their physical health and their physical body. They don't eat well. They don't exercise. They don't do any sort of resilience training or brain training. There's an incongruent goal there. The trader is saying they want that amount of money, but really their life doesn't demonstrate that they're worthy of it. So in order to make that shift and to rewire the psychology, you need to do a bit of an identity upgrade. And that means doing all those things I just mentioned. And if you want to be a trader that starts making $100,000 per year and making those types of payouts, you have to start acting like it. You have to start speaking like it. You have to start interacting like it. Otherwise, your brain's going to know there's an incongruency there. And then step number 5 is to scale safely. When you get to a certain point where you're comfortable with your processes, and you get to a certain point where you're consistently executing on your processes, and you can do that at a comfortable level with the amount of capital you're trading, it's now time to take on a little bit more capital and inject a little bit more capital into your trading. Whether that means taking on a new funded account, whether that means increasing your risk slightly, but you want to do these things incrementally so you can go to the next level and see what new challenges pop up, and you can desensitize yourself to the next set of wins and losses at that new level. Because when you take on more capital and now all of a sudden you have bigger wins and you have bigger losses, the psychology, the unconscious mind resurfaces greater things that make you feel like a bigger winner and loser. And you have to learn how to deal with those things and live with those things and integrate those things and appreciate those things. So always scale safely. Don't make too drastic of a change. Don't make too drastic of a jump in your funding. Do it incrementally. And then prove to yourself that on the next level, you can trade that successfully. And then again, when you feel comfortable, you're then ready to inject a little bit more capital. And when you do these things incrementally and you scale safely, you start to build significant momentum. And you start to level up in a safe way. And this jump in capital doesn't undermine all the work you've done. And when you scale safely and incrementally, it also makes sure your mindset doesn't go out of process-based thinking into this new fantasy land and outcome-based thinking. All right, traders, these are the 5 steps to rewiring your psychology in 2026 so that you can start pulling $100,000 plus in funding payout. The opportunity is available to you. There are many traders that I've worked with that are doing it, and they're doing multiples of that as well. So stay focused, have a game plan, have a master plan, and work on it every single day. Now, if you resonated with this video, I want you to watch this next video that's gonna pop up on your screen. It's a 15-minute video where I show you how to bulletproof your trading psychology. And if you find my YouTube videos valuable, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you all in the next video.